Hello, welcome to my prescription for student safety video. It's been a few years since I was at uni, and I can't really remember what I learnt back then, but I do remember I had a great time, and I'm sure you will too. Now, research from National Grid has shown that when students first go to uni, the two things that concern them most are how big's the bed and where's the nearest pub. And don't get me wrong, these are absolutely vital considerations. But there's several things I want to talk to you about, several deadly serious things, especially if you're going to live in rented student accommodation. First of all, make sure your landlord has given you one of these, a gas safety certificate. This is an annual requirement by law, and it proves that your gas appliances have been inspected by a qualified gas safe registered engineer and that they are in fact safe. Here we're talking about your cooker, your hob, your boiler, and gas radiators. Dodgy gas appliances can generate carbon monoxide, and carbon monoxide can poison you and it can kill you. And the trouble with CO is you can't see it, taste it, smell it, or hear it. Now, what should you look for? The flame on your boiler might burn yellow or orange instead of blue. The pilot light might go out easily, or there could be stains or soot around the appliance. Now, symptoms of CO poisoning include a headache, shortness of breath, lightheadedness, sickness, or dizziness. And the thing is, it can kill in a matter of hours, so you're especially vulnerable when you're asleep. So, make sure your house has one of these, an audible CO alarm. If there's CO in your house, it'll go off like this. And speaking of alarms, make sure your house has one of these too, a fire alarm. Now, this is a legal requirement, so make sure your landlord puts one in. And obviously, make sure both of your alarms have fresh working batteries. Now, gas. If you think you can smell it, there are things you should do and shouldn't do. Don't smoke and light matches. Don't turn electrical switches on and off. Make sure all your doors and windows are open. Then turn off the gas control valve at the meter, unless the meter's in the cellar, because you might have to turn a light on to go down there and that could trigger an explosion. Then you immediately call the National Gas Emergency Service on 0800 111 999. They operate 365 days of the year, 24 hours a day. Now, you need to ensure that your electrical appliances are safe in your house as well, and see if they have a sticker on them that shows they've been inspected and they are safe. Once again, if you're unsure, ask your landlord. I mean, they expect you to pay your rent on time. You have a right to expect that they provide you with a safe home. Now, before I go, one last thing. I think it's probably safe to assume you don't live in a mansion surrounded by acres of land. So get to know the people next door. Because if you're like me and you like a party at 4 a.m. in the morning, if they know you, they might be a little more understanding. As they say in the classics, everybody needs good neighbours.